Good morning, y'all. Welcome. Today is Wednesday, and we're gonna kick off the day right by first giving God thanks and all the praises for waking me up this morning. Just the ability to trade, to make money, and help others make money. With that said, I want to thank my beautiful wife for trading beside me as well, and welcome my son. All right. So with that said, guys, we're gonna jump into it. As always, we're gonna be patient. I'm liking Google to the upside. Google had gave me an alert for calls, but we want to wait and be patient on Google. So Google is right here right now. Want to be patient on Google. I also have snow to the downside. If you notice right here, I'm looking for snow for push to the downside. So if snow, where's my phone? If snow breaks this level, this low, I will be looking for snow to the downside for puts. So if it breaks, I don't normally get in trades for the first 15 minutes, but if it breaks right here, I like the fact that it bounces up. So I'm liking the fact that it comes up right here. I want it to come up here, reject off that 50, and then start falling, right? Whoa, is that meta?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Meta puts. Hold on. That happened quick. Oh my gosh. Where's my thing? Meta just took
And snow off.
snow. Oh my gosh.
Everything's going off, guys.
All right, so meta puts
And
and snow puts. Snow has a this dunce gap, yo.
yeah.
So snow did a drop, a hard drop, and then pop back up. We're gonna see what snow is doing right here. Meta, the target on meta is gonna be right here.
It's kicked you out? What do you mean?
Are you in the trade?
Close it and start over.
Oh, you're not in the trade.
Is he in a pending order?
No.
Okay.
He's in the you chose the different part. You didn't choose the right part. So look back for it. Do you have a pending order? Yeah, you don't have enough.
probably don't have enough for that either.
You have to make sure you put the 1.
Yeah, you might have put, you were trying to get 10.
Here.
Is he in that?
Yeah. All right, guys. So Meta first target is gonna be 702 right at here. That's the close. That's the top of the gap for Meta, followed by 700. Okay, we broke the weekly on Meta. Okay, so we broke the weekly on Meta. So, like I said, the target on Meta is gonna be right down here. The first target is going to be right down here. Now, on Snow, Snow broke to the downside. So the target on Snow, first target on Snow is going to be right at 209.89, followed by 208.60.
Is your phone charged? Okay. Did you put it to charge? All right, so with Meta, you should be up at least 10% right now.
So I'm up 15% right now on Meta, up 20%. I don't have to tell you guys to make sure that you're taking profit, okay? Regardless of wherever the target is, make sure that you're trimming some.
You're comfortable with your profit, make sure you take your profit. Meta is going down now, so you should be up over 20%.
Just look at this on a smaller time frame. Smaller time frame. Make sure you're taking some type of profit, guys. We're going to have a pullback right here on this 5-minute. Okay. We're going to have a pullback on this 5-minute. 5-minute have 24 seconds left on it.
So I hope, you guys took some type of profit off the table. That was a good one.
Snow, we're up 14% on snow. Up 15% on snow. How you doing on snow? Up 20%. Up 20% on snow.
Snow like it don't want to move. It's like, is it stuck? It hasn't moved.
Right here.
Yeah. Is it moving on this?
No.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
All right, so we have 3 minutes left in this 15-minute candle. Okay, so watch as if we're dropping, make sure that you're taking some type of profit, especially on Meta, especially on Snow. Make sure you're trimming something. You guys should be up on both contracts right now. Meta is pushing down, Meta is dropping down. So right now, you guys should be in profit. I'm up 25% on Meta. We got 2 minutes left, 2.5 minutes left in this candle.
Come on, Meta.
It's not come on Meta, like people should be
Taking
taking some
profits.
type of
Yeah, of
profit.
course. But just want to see it drop some more. Don't let a green trade turn red. So we got a minute and a half left in this 15.
Watch right here as Meta candle ends. We have a minute and a half left on Meta. Okay, we could pop down more. We're below VWAP again. The target is down here, but what you want to make sure of is if you look on this 15-minute, a new 15-minute is going to come in right here. So we can pop up, come right up here, and then drop back down. Okay. You want to make sure that you're taking profit. Okay. You want to make sure that you're taking profit. Google is looking good to the upside. Did you take anything on snow? Oh, oh, you're out of snow?
Still up 20?
No.
That was your choice.
What?
That's your choice. I said never let a green trade turn red. You're up 20%. But we'll see. We got less than 30 seconds left in this 15.
The trade is still good.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
But
just telling you. For those that are new, our son is trading with us just as well. So if you hear us having side conversations, that's what it's about. All right, new 15.
new 15. So watch this 15 as far as It could pop up, test VWAP, or come up here and then drop.
And both trades are below VWAP right now.
Now, once we break this 15, we're going to come down to this level right here, okay? Once we break this 15.
On Meta, he's talking about 702.
Yeah, once we break that, what is that? 706, 17. So if we break right here, guys, we're going to have a flush down to the first target, which is 702. Reason for 702 is because that's the top of the gap, okay? That's the top of the gap. So let me show you guys. That's the top of this gap right here. So we have a gap that needs to be filled from right here to right here. That's that gap. So we're going to touch the top of that gap first. That's the first target. Okay. Now,
but there's a little thing here.
Yeah, price had gapped up right here, but then we pushed down.
Remember, the psych level.
Bounce right off of there and come back up. Now, if you look at where it bounced off of, right? This is why it's important as well. Price gapped up from right here to up here, came down and bounced off this level right here. Okay. So we use that. This was resistance, drop down, then it became support, pop up. So if you guys didn't take any profit from Meta, just know that you might be at break even or close to break even. Remember, especially if you're talking about trading this same week contracts, your contracts will get eat up on the pop up. Okay. Now, once we're coming back down, you should be fine. But make sure that you're taking profit. Can't stress that enough. Once Meta break here, we're going to see another flush. It's not one. If it breaks here. Let's say that. If it breaks here, we'll see another flush.
Has the potential to break 706. Because at the end of the day, we don't know what the stock's going to do. But yeah, that's what the potential is.
Like I said to you guys yesterday, I don't wanna like kind of sound like a we call it beating a dead horse. But in a sense, Meta should fall out the sky. Now, in a sense, it might take a while, okay? We're on a weekly. So this, just like last week, we broke this week and we just came down a little bit and then pop up. This could do the same thing. Come down a little bit, because right now we're finding support over here. See this level right here? These are all wicks. These were resistance levels. These resistance levels can now become support. Okay? So that's the reason why. Okay? So just bear that in mind that right now we're hitting on a support level right over here. If you look over here, these are support levels. Okay? So with that, pay attention to that. However, target 702 was the first one because of the gap, followed by 700. Meta just happened fast too, yo.
Right out the gate.
Like it literally just happened fast. Like bomb just dropped. And then same thing with Snow. Snow did like a fast pop down. Once Snow breaks here, guys, we're gonna come down. Our first target on Snow. Right now we're dropping down on Meta. We just need a continuation down on Meta. We found a good level as far as rejection, right? This rejection right here, this dotted line right now is my VWAP. So if you guys want my setup, the only way to get my setup is to be in the VIP. Not the VIP, but in my mentorship. That's the only way you get my setup. And I show people how the setup work as far as that as well. But right now we have where we're rejecting VWAP right here, and we're coming down. We need to see a break of here, and then we'll fall more.
I don't know.
What is
This
that?
must have had a big spread.
All right, here's Meta. Meta is coming down. Here's a break. We're looking for the break right now. Looking for this break right here on Meta.
There goes the break.
There goes the break, guys. So we should fall more right here. We're going to fall again. Watch this fall right here. You guys make sure you're taking some type of profit regardless, okay? Make sure you're taking some type of profit regardless.
Remember, psych level 705 just as well. I mean, I know his target is 702, but there is a psych level there.
Yeah, that's a psych level by itself too, guys. So my wife is completely right.
Just saying. You know
Psych
how
level,
I
that's
feel
it.
about
Yeah.
levels.
Yeah, psych level. It's a psych level. 705 is a psych level, guys. So yes, it can bounce off of 705 because 705, just like 710, if you notice, it respected 710 yesterday. So 705, it can respect 705, then 700. But with this right here, I'm looking for it to come down. Um, Google is rejecting. Google just broke to the downside on a 2-2 reversal to the downside.
Yeah, well, you did your 2 trades. I don't know if this is on.
No, it's not. It's on now. All right, there goes Meta, guys. Here goes Meta. Here's a drop. Here's a drop. Let's go. Let's see the drop. Make sure you're trimming or taking some type of profit. Make sure you're trimming or taking some type of
You
profit
gotta
on
take
Meta.
some lunch money. Everybody should be eating good dinner tonight.
There we go. Here's a drop. Here's a drop, guys. We're about to
There we
hit
go.
705.
We did. We broke
Broke
705.
705, so now we're
We
dropping
got 1
again.
minute left in this, 5 minutes. So you just need a good little flush. Get ready for that fast push down, more than likely.
You guys should be up over 30%. Here we go, guys. Watch the flush. Watch the flush. Now, we only have 1 minute on this candle, on the 5 minute candle. So we can retrace and then new 5 minute come in. We pop back up a little bit and then continue down. That's why I said make sure you're taking some type of profit because with pullbacks, that can happen where your contracts get messed up. Okay. So that's why I said trim along the way. Trim along the way. Take your profits along the way. Snow is looking lovely to the downside as well. I just need a break. I need to see the break on snow. Now, there's a lot of buys in this level right here. There's a lot of buy level. We're in a lot of green area right here. But snow needs to push down some more. Meta is still pushing. Meta is still dropping, guys. Meta is still dropping. We're close to our first target. We're close to our first target.
He's losing his voice.
All right, expect a little pop up right here. New 5 minute come in. We out. Actually, we already have a wick on the top of here.
We did.
So we could see a flush. We already have a wick on top of here. So we could see a flush. If we break here, just be prepared for a flush. We can come back up though. Let's look at the 15 minute. All right, we just tested that low. We didn't break it yet. We just tested it. If you look right here, the low, we just tested it. Needed to break, low, low. Yeah, it broke it. It broke it. There we go. All right, so watch the flush to the downside more, okay? Again, make sure you're trimming, make sure you're taking some type of profit. No. Why are you messing around, Snow? All right, so Snow is having a 3-1 setup. A 3-1 setup means if it breaks to the upside of this, then we could see Snow go back up and test highs.
But we still got
Okay.
3 minutes in this candle.
We still have
Anything can
3
happen.
minutes. So we're paying attention to this at the same time. Right now, we have 3 minutes left in this 15-minute candle. If you look at Meta right now, Meta came down right here, coming back down again. We're pushing back down on Meta. All right, here we go, guys. Watch Meta right here. Got a quick pop up again. All right, so we might see some at 10 o'clock. We might see some crazy volatility. Okay, with what we're seeing right now, we might see some crazy volatility. All right, 1 minute left in this in this 15-minute candle. We got 1 minute left. We might see some reaction as the banks come in. Here we go. 50 seconds left.
Come on, just flush away.
All right, here's a flush. We might try to hit target here, guys. Might try to hit target here. However, we have 35 seconds left. So make sure you're trimming something. Make sure you're trimming something on this.
$20 seconds. Come on, just flush out.
Watch for some type of movement coming in right here. Again, it's going to be 10 o'clock, so we might see some crazy movement right here.
So be on alert.
All right, so this doesn't have a top on it, okay? So I need to see a pop-up right here. I need to see a pop-up right here, just a little pop-up. That's that pop-up. Guys, make sure at
Or
least
put a trail and stop. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all. Put a trail and stop. You already know that's what I do. I have a
like
trail.
I'm not
I
even
already
gonna.
scaled out of most of the position. I got some runners and I put a trail and stop on Meta.
You're still on trade? You got up? How much you took? You could have set your thing, you know that, right? I scared you.
Did you get any profit?
He did.
Oh,
Based on his trade, what he got his contract for, he took 10%. You see how Meta is coming back up right here, guys?
to be up over 30 something percent, you don't want that to go red.
Snow was up over 20% as well. So these are the reason why we always say make sure you take in some type of profit. Because a pop up here, right? It popped up here. Snow just now turned into a 3. Okay. So we could push back up here. We could. Let me look on a 30-minute time frame just to see what a 30-minute is. Is it testing VWAP? It's testing VWAP. 1 hour.
So I can see all the times.
1 hour, 4 hour. 4 hour already broke to the downside.
Yeah, it needs to come down. That yellow line would be good.
Uh,
Well, I was gonna say the body.
mm,
And this. Mm-hmm. Google's playing within that range.
yeah, Google is playing within this range right
I
here.
wouldn't take Google until my alert gave me anyway.
Yeah. Did Google close a gap though? That's the thing. It did close a gap. So Google gapped up, come up here, but Google closed the gap on the day. So the gap on the day is right here for Google. Gap on the day for Google is right there. So Google closed the gap. Change this color. Google closed a gap on the day. For Google to signal a fall, we have to break that 182.38. We have to break there. Now, if we break below here, we could come down, retest the low. How long since Google touched the 200? Not long ago. Okay. Google on the 30-minute, we have a bearish divergence. That bearish divergence kind of played out already a little bit. Still can fall more. We already broke this 30 minutes, so we pop up on the 30-minute to test VWAP to come back down possibly. Guys, Meta can do some stuff where it play around for the rest of the day and then at the end of the day it fall. Okay. So we're testing VWAP. We're testing this is not yesterday's low, but this was what level was this right here? Oh, that's on the day. So let me go to the day on this and see what's going on the day. All right. So Meta fell, come down here, right? Pop back up. We could see where Meta do something along the lines of it'll pop back up, come up here and test. And then afterwards, the rest of the day or later on in the day, it fall. Just like it did yesterday. Yesterday, it did something similar. If you look at yesterday, we had the big movement, the first 30 minutes of the market, not 30 minutes, but we have this movement down. And then afterwards, we have this pop up, consolidated for a little bit, and then we drop down afterwards, end of the day, right? We had a move right here. We dropped, what is this, $10? Yeah, we dropped $10 in 30 minutes, okay? So we dropped $10 in 30 minutes. So with that, you have to be mindful and say, all right, let me go ahead and take some type of profit. Okay. That's why we always say make sure you're taking profit. So with this, even though we didn't hit target yet, imagine now being up 30, 40% and you're waiting for target. And when it comes down to target, you're back at 30% or 40%. It didn't make any sense for you to hold on that long, stress yourself out instead of, you know what, let me go ahead, be done for the day. You could have been done for the day. So those are the things. That's why we always stress, like, make sure you're taking profit along the way and just trim out of your contracts. Okay. Um, so right now, snow is coming back in. So snow is coming back down. Let me see what we're at right now for snow. If you still have your snow contracts, you should be positive again in snow, right? Now look at this. Right here, when we were down here, the contracts were up 20%, a little over 20%, right? I saw 22%, right? Now I did trim some, but right here where it's at right now, Adobe broke weekly low puts. So right now, where it's at right now, I'm only up 8%, right? On the rest of the contracts that I have. So this is the reason why I'm saying to you guys, like in options, make sure you're trimming, make sure you're taking taking profits along the way. Let me see what Adobe looks like. Oh, Adobe already broke like crazy. I looked at this. Why my alert didn't go off? Why is my alert just going off for the weekly low?
1 minute. Oh, it's not small. Did it happen fast?
It shouldn't have. No.
No.
It just told me it broke the weekly low. It been broke the weekly low. Or is it current week low? It broke current week low. So Adobe is pushing more to the downside. I have the targets at what? Targets at 352 and 345 for targets on Adobe. Now, if you guys want to jump in Adobe, by all means, I'm not calling out Adobe calls. That's my
Puts,
alert.
you mean?
Adobe puts.
Can't
Okay.
take any more trades.
I'm not taking no more trades.
But the alert did go off.
The alert did go off though. Just the alert did go off. But I'm not taking Adobe. Um, got two good trades for the day. Come on, man. Let's see like a like a like
Big
a
flush.
like a like a drop. Oh man. Snow is messing with people's feelings right now. This was a put right up here though. Yeah.
Don't put that against the wall, please. You pull it back. Appreciate it.
I gotta do a bit look sweet. Today is what, Wednesday?
Yup.
Today is Wednesday. So this candle looks really good. Okay, yeah. 352 target on Adobe. 352 target on Adobe. Meta is pushing back up. So everybody should have been done with Meta. Just to let you know, everybody should have been done with Meta. Be content in every circumstance. Gyra, you are enough. Adobe looks sweet, yo. Adobe looks sweet. Oh man, Adobe looks sweet.
I know you're watching the fall.
Oh man, I mean,
The week.
oh gosh, like oh god, like
The week.
the week.
See the week.
Yeah, I mean Adobe baby is gonna
I know. I just want
like
to
hold on,
see.
hold on. Let's look at the month.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
3 what? 30?
332 for Adobe. Yeah, 332.
A long enough contract.
332. You can get you could do Adobe Swing if you want to. Um I'm not even going. Like yo, I just look at Adobe. I'm like shit. Like the contracts went up at least 20% since the time I got my alert. It's all good though. Discipline over dopamine, baby. All right, so here we go on snow. Uh there's no top, but we didn't have a gap, okay?
There's a top.
There's a top right now. Just flush, baby. Just flush. Here we go. Here's a flush, baby. Here's a flush. All right. All right. On these contracts, we're back up again on these contracts, 20%. If you didn't take profit, this is where you trim some, okay? This is where you trim some. If you didn't take profit, this is where you trim some. Our target for snow is going to be 209.87, right? That's my first target, followed by 208.60. Now, when you're selling, make sure your contracts are going to have a spread on there. It's not a bad spread. So, with this 30-minute, if you look on the higher time frame right now, on the higher time frame, the 30-minute just break to the downside, right? The 5-minute broke to the downside. Look at right here. We have some heavy green, some heavy buy at 10:31. So pay attention to that right there. Up 22% on these. Be content in every circumstance. Am I singing out loud, babe?
No, you actually
Okay, not
are.
bad.
Just letting you know.
We're allowed to have some type of fun. Allowed to have some type of fun. 25%, guys. 25%.
The snow is falling.
The snow is falling. Hey, make sure you guys are taking some type of profit. Okay? Make sure you guys are taking some type of profit. Right here, 15-minute. We have 11 minutes left on this 15-minute.
Thank you guys for entrusting us on this journey. I know you guys that are here in the live call outs are here for a reason to make money, and every day, thank you, Lord, that we are. So, some people can't believe that you can really make money doing options like this. But, for those of you that are in the live call outs, I want to say thank you for stepping out, having faith, and jumping in these trades. And, you know, hope it's changing your life for the better.
All right, guys. So we just hit a spot that if you look left,
Right at that body.
right there at the body. So look left, it hit right at the body. So that's why I'm telling you guys to make sure you're taking profits.
Remember, 210 is a cycle level as well.
It didn't hit 210 yet,
Did
though.
it?
No.
Oh.
It hit 210.83.
83. Okay.
On the 5-minute, that's where it's heading to, though. 210, you have this level right here, 210.35. That's a heavy buy level right there. Now, I will say if this 5-minute comes in, if this new 5-minute comes in and pop above this, we could go back up to the upside, because at that point we will have a reversal on that 5-minute. We could still continue to drop though. All right, so we gap down right here, so expect the pop back up. Okay, we gap down, so expect a pop back up. That's a pop up. We need to see a rejection right here and continuation
Rejection
down.
off of that body.
Yeah, because it closed the gap. If we pop above this 5 minute, then we could possibly go back up. Now we could go back up to VWAP, right up to VWAP, or we could go back up
To the high.
to the highs. Now the reason why I'm saying that too, we just bounced off of a level right here, but also
Yeah.
we're having divergence set up on lower lows, higher highs on the 5 minute.
And there we go. Looking like it wants to reverse, personally. There you go. All right. So everybody should have taken their.
So right here we just have a reversal on the 5 minute, and it's showing bullish. It just confirmed a smaller time frame. It just confirmed a bullish divergence um, back to the upside. Reason why I say that now is because you have lower lows happening right here, and now you have higher lows happening on your indicator right here.
Can't see
Let me click on. I'm gonna have to get out of this afterwards, Sorry. So you see this higher low on the indicator? I hate when I do that because I can't go back on. So you have higher low on the indicator, right? So that tells me that you have a bullish divergence on the 5 minute. Okay. So that bullish divergence, we could come up here, test right here, and drop back down. We have a reversal on the 15 minute, but on
that.
the
So everybody
15
check
minute,
out.
we're taking on the 15 minute right here is the take profit on the 15 minute, right? Which is touching right now as far as meta. When it reversed, when it break this candle right here, the target is right here, which is hidden right now. See right here how snow popped up and do that right there. That's why I'm telling you guys, like, make sure that you're taking profit, especially when we was down here was like what, over 20% again. Now we could reject right off of this and come back down. On the 15 minute, what is the 15 minute telling us? On the 15 minute, testing VWAP right here. Now there's no divergence, okay, on the 15 minute, which tells us that we can come back down, but we don't want to be greedy or anything like that, right, team? We don't, right again, right, like we're not in it to be greedy. We're in it to make money. So with that, everybody should be profitable, and I mean everybody. Uh, all right, yeah, shit,
That's it for the day, everybody. It was two profitable trades.
yeah,
Everybody took their trades. Imagine, guys,
yeah.
you spent less than 1 hour in the market, made your money, and now you can go about your day. That's a good day. That's a good day.
Guys, make sure you're dropping your profits in Profit Flex as well. I appreciate you guys just for doing that. Um, I appreciate you guys being here as well. But one thing I'm going to talk about is just being disciplined. All right. We're not chasing, we don't chase. So we make sure that we see our setups. And then once our setups are triggered, we take those setups. We take A1 trades. So we're not forcing anything. That's why I say every time we're profitable, and I call it. Sometimes I won't tell people to do anything because we're all grown. I shouldn't be able to tell you to take profit, but some people might not know to take profit. But in a sense, like if you're talking about being up 20% or even 10%, 10% looks different from somebody's account than um, 10% looks different for everybody. So say for instance, my son today, he took 10% on his trade, right? He started his account with $100. So he did a trade, his 10% on his trade was $5 profit because his contract was 40 something dollars that he bought on snow. Okay. He was up 20% on it and he didn't take it. But it's okay. That's why I said percentages look different for somebody, everybody else. Now, that same person could have took the same trade with $1,000. Okay. So their profit on $1,000 at 20% is 200, a lot different from four. Now, when you're talking about 5,000, 10,000, it's more. Okay. So that's why when you're seeing profit, right, at least scale out, at least take something, but don't let your trade go all the way back. Because right now, if you're in snow still, your contracts is probably at break even or you're probably down on your contract.
But there's
I
no reason for anybody to be. We're all out.
like
So if we're out, why you're not?
I mentioned it, right? And I said it. I said there's a bullish divergence on the 5 minute. So if it breaks right here, then I mean down here I said close contracts, right? But the simple fact that right here I said, all right, bullish divergence, we popping up. Okay. Now can we reject and come back down? Yes, we can reject and come back down because the target ultimately didn't hit as far as that, but we bounce off of a level, which that level is right here, right? Price respected that level at one point. So we could see where price respected again, which it did. Price did respect it again. So you have to pay attention to that. Now, if you look further left, look at what happened. If we bring this all the way over here, look at that. Look, price respected it again right here. Price came down, bounced right off of it, right? So those are things that you have to pay attention to. And once you're in profit, that's why I always say make sure you're scaling out your contracts and make sure you're taking profit. We are not greedy here, okay? We are not greedy here. Yes, there's days that we're going to hit 100%. There's days that we're going to hit 200, 300%. But those days are different from like, you know, what happened when you get a 20% trade or a 10% trade. You still made money. Don't be greedy. Okay. Don't be greedy. So, with that said, guys, love and appreciate all of you guys in the community. Please, please, please make sure you drop your profit, drop your trades in Profit Flex. Until then, guys, I am excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow, I might be doing something where I invite all the community to go live on Thursdays on Thursday on just tomorrow, right? I probably do it once a month just to let people see what actually takes place in here. But apart from that, guys, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. It's 10:30 and we're done, right? We're done at 10:30. 1 hour in the market. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day and we'll see you tomorrow.